Hello.
Hello.
What's crackin'?
Welcome to Astoria.
I'm Kiley.
I'm Jamie.
And we are here on a Friday morning.
Oh yeah, happy New Year's?
Yeah, this will come out January 1st, so we're recording it the day before. So it's kind of cool because we're recording in 2021, and you guys are in 2022. Boom.
What?
It's not that cool, I guess. But, but yeah, it's New Year's Eve, so we're doing a nice morning recording with some coffee.
Mm-hmm. My goal for tonight is to make it till midnight. I got so blackout drunk last year. I made it till like maybe 11 o'clock. We had to take a short intermission just because there was so much fucking noise going on.
Yeah, we had a very loud garbage truck. So
yeah. Sorry if I sound gross. I'm getting over a cold. I've been taking so much medication, so many cough drops, so many tissues. Puff tissues are the way to go. I know they're a little bit more expensive, but they have like Vicks.
Because they're softer?
Well, they have Vicks Vapor Rub in some of them, and oh my god, it's like a godsend.
Interesting. Sounds like an ad. Not sponsored.
I mean.
But if they want to. Well, we'll sponsor tissues, why not?
What a way to bring the end to the 2021.
I know, Happy New Year! Get your tissues! Just kidding. Oh, but Jamie has exciting news. You haven't told them yet.
I'm engaged!
Woo!
I didn't see it coming.
Yeah, so we're both engaged. It's so exciting.
Well, yeah, the pets are so happy.
Ruby's bell is going to be ringing.
Oh, God. But, yeah, I definitely did not see it coming. It took me by surprise because we're moving into a house, so I 100% believe that he wasn't going to do it anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
Brad does things on a whim. And he did. But it was super romantic. Of course, like, I'm just happy that not a lot of, like, my family or even a lot of friends are just like, so when's the wedding?
Right.
And I'm like, I don't know, we're buying a house.
You gotta take one step at a time.
Pretty much. That shit's expensive here in Colorado.
That fence was moving. About to topple over.
Yeah. This wind has just been crazy. We hit hurricane wind a couple weeks ago, and it knocked down
that was
a bunch
insane.
of fences. Yeah, it uprooted our tree in our front lawn.
Yeah, we had a tree that went.
Mm-hmm. Luckily it was before we closed, so we had the sellers pay for it.
I'm gonna see Jamie's new house today. I'm so excited.
Oy.
Oy.
It needs a lot of work, but you know what? It's getting there.
I realize we have to be moved out by the end of February because we have to be gone by March 5th, which is like a Friday. Yeah. So, like, we're going to be working. So we can't move everything in one night. Yeah. So we're going to have to move, like, the last week of February.
Have you started looking at places?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
But, like, I've been like, we can't move until February, and people are kind of like, oh, well, someone already got it, so might be too early, but I'm trying. So,
mid-January.
Yeah, and I'm starting with my standards, like, really high, and then I'll, like, lower them as we get closer.
Yeah.
So, we'll see what we can get. Yeah. So much exciting life things going on.
It feels gross that we're, like, adults, and we have to do adult things.
How was your 2021 overall, if you could rate it?
I mean, it's doing pretty good for me. I mean, I got engaged, we're getting a house, like... Mm-hmm. We went to Yellowstone, Grand Teton. We went to New Mexico. Like, we did actually quite a bit of just traveling. Yeah. It kind of sucked, though, in the aspect that James was deployed for about most of it. Right. So these last, like, 6 months have just been a lot of just doing, like, a bunch of stuff. Whereas, like, the first 6 months were pretty slow just because it was just... gone. Yeah, it was just me.
Makes sense. Mm-hmm. It was a pretty solid year.
Yeah, for you?
Yeah, I would say so. I think once I got engaged, I feel like things kind of went up from there. Yeah, you went to same kind of thing. Yeah, I went to New York. Got engaged in San Diego. Like, it was just... And then, like, Basil moved in. Yeah. So it was just a lot of exciting things at once. And, like, we keep, like, randomly getting things for free. Like, the other day we were going to the dumpster to take out trash, and this person was moving. And so we got 3 free desks, like, in brand new condition, and, like, desk chairs. So, like, and then, like, he got a lot of things from work, so we've just been doing good with money and everything. So, yeah, it's been a good, solid year, I feel like. At least the end of the year.
Yeah.
So.
We'll see what I never say that, oh, next year is going to be better, because you don't fucking know.
Exactly.
You never know.
Yeah.
You just got to take it. I try not to look too far in the future, because if you really do, I get overly stressed about it.
Yeah.
And I can't do that. So I've been, like, teaching myself, like, don't look too far ahead. But I'm a planner for a lot of things.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
My sister and I's trip, like, we have been planning it for months. And so we're, like, thinking of every single situation that can go on. And I'm like, now that, like, everything is coming up in the next month, we're just, like, and with everybody freaking out about this new variant and whatnot.
Yeah, it's like, who knows what's going to happen.
Exactly. So we're, like, trying to take everything by ear and, like, trying not to plan too far ahead of, like, our everyday schedule, because we have no idea.
Right.
But then again, it's Florida. Florida doesn't fucking care, and it's Florida.
That's fair. Yeah. We'll be doing, we'll be moving, and then I'll be looking for another job, and then we'll be getting married, and then honeymoon. So that's all gonna, like, go by really quick. But, like, it's all kind of far away right now. We're like, I can't plan as much as I want to right now.
It's
my
hard
free time,
to.
So
especially right now. Like, I feel like maybe 3 years ago you could plan ahead, like, as far as you can, because you didn't worry about anything. But now you have to think, well, is this going to be closed? Are they going to have, like, special mandates or whatnot? Like, you never know what's going to happen. So it's just, like, planning ahead. That really sucks for all of the people who do like to plan ahead, like, super far ahead.
Yeah.
Because they can't really do that, because you don't know what's going to happen.
Exactly.
So
we're just taking it 1 month at a time. One week at a time.
That's pretty much what you have to do. So I'm, like, trying to train myself, like, not to be so, free off of just, like, oh, let's see where it takes us, but to have some sort of structure.
It's just crazy. It's almost been 2 years since, like, all of this started.
It doesn't even feel like it.
Like, we walked into 2020 and we were like, oh, life is great. Like, maybe it wasn't, like, great, but we didn't know that what was coming ahead, you know? Yeah. Like, it's just insane. The past 2 years have kind of just felt like one big year.
It really has. So hopefully 2022 will at least see some upsides, but, like, I'm not going to try and, like, say, oh, it's going to be great. It's going to do, like, this good. Everything's going to change, because you don't know. So...
So, yeah, 2021, what a year.
Gross.
Today I'm going to be talking about it, because guess what? It's history now. Because it's 2022.
Oh my god, it is history!
Boom.
Boom.
So, you might be like, okay, we already know what happened this year. But I'm going to be talking about things that happen, like, everywhere. I tried to pick, like, as many different places as I could. So this isn't just going to be America. This is going to be world.
That's so important, because news media only focuses what's going on here in America, which is important, because then we can figure out what's going on in our own country. Right. But it's also important to know what's going on in every other country, because they're just as part of the universe as we are. Yeah. It's not all about us.
I went on, I think it's history.com or something like that, like, national history, I don't remember, but I probably should have saved the link and told you guys. But I basically just followed the timeline and then wrote down, like, the things I felt were, like, more unique, or things that maybe we haven't heard about as much, or things that, like, we will know about. Like, there's a lot of things that I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that happened this year.
The separation of Kanye West and Kim Kardashian.
You know it, that's coming. So I'm not going to talk about everything that happened in the year, because nobody wants to sit here all day. But maybe this will give us some closure, and we can just kind of move forward.
Honestly,
into the new year.
You should do this every year, because there's some things that I'm like, oh shit, that happened this year. Yeah. I'm sure.
We started a podcast this year, so woo! And what the hell is that? A spaceship?
Oh, please no. No, it's a bobcat.
Oh. It's like, why is this so loud?
Not the animal.
It's a bobcat just running by.
No, you're so fucking loud.
Oh.
Okay, sorry.
But yeah, we started a podcast this year. and I was just like, I was looking at our stats.
Yeah.
Our most popular episode, do you know what it is?
No, what?
Episode 1.
Really?
Titanic.
God, that was a fucking mess.
We sound like we're in a tunnel, underwater.
We had dogs barking up the wall.
Like, I know our sound isn't phenomenal, but, like, listen to episode 1 and, like, come back to this, and you'll really hear the difference, so.
I drank a lot that night.
Yeah, it was fun. I think that was, like, in June, right? It started in June.
I think so, yeah, because it was before James came back. Yeah. I know that. Mm-hmm. Was it June? I don't know. Yeah, I think we're on, I don't know, episode 30, I think. I have no idea. Okay, so we're going to just get started. I hope this doesn't take forever. I am basically going to be talking about 2021 month by month. I even have the specific days. So. Ooh.
Okay.
Aren't you organized?
Thanks. And I'm also going to be very confused because I wrote these like a week ago, so I'm going to be like, huh? Okay. Well, we'll see. All right, so we're going to start with January 4th. Okay. 4 days into the year. Prime Minister Boris Johnson announced that the new national lockdown would happen for England because they had the highest amount of hospitalizations. Okay. By the way, a lot of this is about COVID. I'm sorry, but that's kind of what's going on, right? So
2021 in a nutshell.
Yeah. So, and it's crazy because I think England's still at that place where they're considering another lockdown. So, yeah.
Shit.
They haven't really changed there. So, rest in peace. Just kidding. Okay. And then we get to January 5th. The Democrats now have control of the U.S. Senate, in case you're into politics. On the 6th, we remember January 6th.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I know. I was like, that happened this year. Oh, my God. Donald Trump supporters stormed the Capitol building in Washington during the win of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. 5 people died.
Holy shit, really?
5 people, yes.
Well, those were, like, security.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
I know one of them, one of the rioters got jail time recently.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I did hear about that.
Yeah.
I forgot that happened. Not really forgot, but, like, you know.
I didn't think it was this year.
Right, yeah. It feels like a long time ago. But then there were people that were being, like, escorted from the White House, you know. Mm-hmm. We're not even getting into it. It's the whole thing. Yeah. I feel like if you don't live in America, you heard about it. And it's just, it kind of represents our country, so.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. All right. So then, I remember being at work and then, like, getting off work and, like, all of this is all over the news. And I was like, what happened? All right. So then on the 7th, the U.S. Congress completed the ceremonial certification of President Joe Biden. So basically, they were like, you didn't win, Trump, Biden won. Because there was this whole debate. Mm-hmm. The votes were wrong, all kinds of things. Okay, the 7th, Elon Musk, he is the co-founder of Tesla, in case you did not know. He becomes the world's richest man at $186 billion.
That man is rich.
Yeah, so he surpassed Jeff Bezos.
Did you know he has, like, 6 kids?
No.
I had this conversation with my coworkers, because one of my coworkers thought he had, like, maybe, like, 1 or 2, and I was like, no, this dude has like 6 kids.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, mm-hmm. At least he can afford to take care of them. Mm-hmm. Or he just like, nanny, you do it. I don't know his life. All right, on the 7th, you might remember this, Donald Trump was blocked on social media.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. And then on the 8th, I'm going to Japan now. Japan declared a state of emergency for Tokyo, because that's when they hit their highest COVID cases since 2020. So, there was a storm on the 8th called Storm Filomena. It hit Spain with 20 inches of snow.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and it fell on Madrid. 4 people died and thousands were stranded.
It's almost 2 feet.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I don't know what that is, and
I don't know.
I'm so sorry.
Just kidding. All right, on the 9th, Sriwijaya Air Flight 182 crashed in the Java Sea after taking off from Indonesia.
You know, I did hear of that.
Yeah, it killed all 62 on board.
Jeez.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
On the 13th, Trump was impeached for the 2nd time. This was the first time that a president was ever impeached twice.
Jesus.
So congrats, Trump. All right, on the 13th, by the way, guys, January I kind of went into more detail, but like as the months go, you'll see I didn't put as many things. On the 13th, we have the deadliest air raid by Israel on Syria since 2018. 10 soldiers and 47 allied fighters were killed. On the 15th, there was a 6.2 magnitude earthquake on Indonesia's island of Sulawesi. The earthquake killed at least 42 people. Sorry, these are kind of sad. On the 20th, Joe Biden was finally inaugurated as the 46th president of the U.S., with Kamala Harris, who was the first female and black vice president. Now, that's January kind of summed up. Mm-hmm. I'm going to talk about the big things in pop culture. Because why not? This was when Olivia Rodrigo started coming out, and everyone was like, yeah, I love her. So she released her album Sour. And this was like the number one album of the year, I think, or one of them. So she released Driver's License, which we all know. Everyone loved that song, and then she released the album. For
SNL.
I love that skit.
So funny.
So Driver's License broke a bunch of records, and she was kind of the new star of 2021. My favorite thing.
What?
You know what else happened in January?
What?
Bernie Sanders mittens.
Oh my god. James he talks about that. He's just like, what is with that meme? And I was like, he wore that to the inauguration. Mm-hmm. He's just like sitting there with his
mittens. Yeah, so they went viral, and I just love that. We all needed that moment. It was like the fly from the debate. But yeah, so Bernie Sanders mittens go viral.
Wow.
And then the top movie of January 2021, Wonder Woman 1984. Never saw it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
I don't know why I haven't watched it. I need to.
It's on HBO Max.
Good to know. I think it's also... it's on my other app. Okay, now move into February.
Oh, God.
On the 1st, this one's kind of cool. The world's oldest bird, 70 years old, has a chick in North Pacific.
Oh.
70 years old, having a chick. Imagine that.
Dude, birds can live a while.
Yeah. On the 2nd, Jeff Bezos steps down as CEO of Amazon after 30 years.
Damn.
I know. On the 7th, we had the Super Bowl. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers dominated Kansas City Chiefs 31-9. I put some sports things in here. You're welcome. On the 7th, there was a Himalayan glacier that crashed and destroyed a dam and caused a huge flood in India. And it killed 26, and it left 150 people missing.
Good Lord.
I didn't hear about that one, but... Whew.
Yeah, that's really sad.
Yeah. On the 11th, the world's second oldest person, French nun Sister Andre, turned 117 after surviving COVID.
Why would you want to live that long?
I would not want to. I don't even want to live to like 70. Okay, maybe 75, but... So, all right, on the 13th, archaeologists discover the oldest known beer factory in Egypt from the dynastic period.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, so it's from 3150 BC to 2613 BC.
Yeah, because they use wheat too.
Yeah,
it's probably not as good as like New Belgium or anything,
right? Still pretty cool. On the 14th. There was a 63rd Daytona 500. Maybe this will mean something to some of you. Michael McDowell won.
NASCAR.
Whoa! All right. On the 15th, there was a major winter storm in the U.S., if you remember this. It was in Texas. Yeah. Texas to Maine. And there were over 300 million without power in Texas. Texas was freaking out because they were not prepared for this because of they don't get snow a lot, so... it did kill 210 people, with, sliding on ice or, getting snowed in, that kind of thing. And, yeah.
I was pissed because that made our utilities here go up.
Yeah. It was crazy. So that was happening. And then, if you remember, on the 17th, Texas Senator Ted Cruz flies to Cancun, Mexico. Do you remember that? He goes there with his family during the big winter disaster in Texas. He just was like, so bye!
Much shit for that.
Yeah.
It's just like, you have all these people stranded.
Right, and you just go to Cancun.
Send them to Cancun.
Right. I know. God, it's insane. So that was happening. On the 22nd, the U.S. death toll from COVID passes 500,000, which is higher than World War I, World War II, and Vietnam War all combined. Mm-hmm. So, pretty wild. Sorry, there's a lot of deaths going on right now. On the 23rd, in my facts, I just have death. On the 23rd, Australia discovers the oldest Australian rock art. 17,000-year-old painting of a kangaroo.
That's so cool.
I know. I was like, that's very important. Let's write that down. Mm-hmm. On the 25th, there were more than 200 prisoners in Haiti that escaped. On the 26th, Hasbro Toy Company announced that Mr. Potato Head will be gender neutral. When all of that was going on. On the 28th was the Golden Globes. I didn't watch it. That's fine. Nomadland and Borat won the best films. The Crown won the best TV series.
Okay.
I saw Nomadland. It was good. And then Chadwick Boseman won best actor.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sad.
I know. And then, in pop culture, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West split up.
Oh my god, it was on there!
I told you.
I mean, it's literally all over the news still.
It was like the most shocking thing that could have happened.
So stupid.
You know what the top movie of February 2021 was?
What?
Tom and Jerry.
Well, there's not a lot of movies out there.
Right. And when I say top movie, by the way, I didn't explain this, it's the highest grossing, like the one that got the most money. So.
Well, it's a kid's movie. They always do.
Yeah. Okay. We are on to March. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, March 2nd. This is when we had 6 Dr. Seuss books end publication because of racist and insensitive imagery.
Oh.
Yeah, well, that was going on. Oh, and then we have this drama coming in. So on the 7th, Oprah interviewed Harry and Meghan. If you remember that. Yeah, Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Meghan was made suicidal and subject to racial treatment by the palace. That was a huge deal. Didn't she have like an interview that was like 2 hours long or something?
Yeah, it was the whole thing that I'm talking about. Pretty much almost separating from the royal family.
And how she was treated, yeah.
Yeah. And of course they like lashed back and they're like, no.
Yeah.
Monarchy.
Yeah. It's craziness. On the 7th, there was the NBA All-Star Game. Team LeBron beats Team Durant 170 to 150, I think is what it says.
Basketball.
If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Yeah, there you go for sports fans. All right, on the 9th, China and Russia agreed to build a research station on or around the moon and collaborate on lunar missions. They're coming together.
That is dangerous.
Yes, I'm kind of scared of that. On the 12th, the world reached Twin Peak. Oh, yeah. So it hit Twin Peak is what they call it. More twin births than ever before were born.
Oh, shit, really?
In the last year. So from March 2020 to March 2021. Kind of crazy.
Maybe if you have just twins, you'll stop.
Yeah. Maybe. On the 14th were the Grammys. Beyonce broke the record for the most Grammys won by a singer.
Has she come out with anything?
That's why I was confused, too. Also, I wrote, it looks like 78, but I don't think that's true. I think it's 28. Maybe my number's wrong. Anyway, she has the most Grammys.
Oh.
The album of the year was Taylor Swift. Evermore, I think is what it's called. And then the record of the year was Billie Eilish.
Oh.
Yeah. On the 15th, there were Australian protests against violence and discrimination towards women.
Ooh.
Sorry, Australia. On the 15th, the largest sandstorm in northern China. I don't know any details about it.
Oh, God.
On the 20th, there was a severe flooding in Sydney and the surrounding states of New South Wales, and people had to evacuate.
Yeah.
Crazy flooding.
They're gonna have some crazy sharks. It's gonna be like that a shark movie.
Yeah. On the 21st, 10 people were shot dead at a supermarket. We know it's called King Soopers in Boulder, Colorado.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes. And so, like, I think it's still my King Soopers still has, like, Boulder Strong on the door.
Oh.
Or, like, on the wall or something. Yeah. But, yeah, that was crazy because that was pretty close to us. Mm-hmm. So that was something we heard a lot about. On the 22nd, the world's largest painting, called The Journey of Humanity, sells in Dubai for $62 million, and they sold it to raise funds for children charities.
Good.
Yeah, Dubai is so rich. They're just like, we'll just give it to charity. Like, the fact that they can just, like, build islands that are fun shapes. They're so rich. All right. On the 31st, Joe Biden overturns restrictions on transgender people serving in the armed forces. So now they can serve. The top movie, there was nothing really pop culture-wise in March, but the top movie was Raya and the Lost Dragon. Raya, yeah. Raya and the Lost Dragon.
It's a cute film.
That one's a good one, yes. You'll notice a lot of the children's movies are making it.
They always do. Mm-hmm. Kids eat that shit up.
Yes, they do. Like their chicken nuggets. All right. We are in. We're in April. See, this isn't taking as long as I thought. All right. On April 2nd, there was a new study that the asteroid that wiped out dinosaurs 66 million years ago created South America's tropical rainforest. So yeah. There's a lot of these things I'm like, I want more info, but didn't have time to research.
They never put that in the news media.
I know.
Unfortunate.
If there's anything you guys want more details on, let us know. We'll cover it. All right. On the 7th, there was a record-breaking price for a comic book. It's the comic book, I don't know the specific name. It's where they introduced Superman for the first time.
Oh.
And it sells at an auction for $3.25 million. On April 12th, Great Britain... All right, Great Britain loosens COVID restrictions. So they're finally opening up bars and shops after 175 days. This is the longest period of restrictions that they ever had.
Damn.
So, yeah. On the 13th, Hank Azaria, he's a white actor. He apologized for voicing Indian character Apu on The Simpsons for 30 years. So, never heard about that, but okay. I heard about this one. On the 15th, there was a shooting at FedEx facility in Indianapolis, Indiana. 8 died and 5 injured.
What?
Do you remember that? Hearing about that? Oh, you never did? It was at a FedEx. I don't know the details. All right. On the 17th was the funeral of Prince Philip, consort to Queen Elizabeth II, held in England.
Oh, yeah, he died.
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh, oops, I forgot. Sorry, English listeners. All right. On the 20th, there was a former police officer, Derek Chauvin, who was convicted of the murder of George Floyd in Minneapolis. I definitely spelled Minneapolis wrong.
Wow.
But yes, that happened. So that was when the whole George Floyd case was kind of being solved there. On the 22nd, India sets the COVID world record for daily cases. So they had the most cases out of anybody.
Wow.
On the 25th was the Academy Awards. Nomadland won Best Film. Chloe Zhao won Best Director. Frances McDormand won Lead Actress. And Anthony Hopkins won Best Actor.
I don't know.
Okay, good. Prince Philip died. I already told you that. All right, in pop culture, Ben Affleck and J-Lo reunited. And I don't know if you guys know, they dated in 2001 and they got engaged in 2004. They split up.
Oh.
So everyone was freaking out because they hung out. Yeah.
Wow.
That was the most exciting thing. And then the top movie was Godzilla vs. Kong. I saw that one.
That came out this year?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
I didn't know that.
It was all right. Nothing to write home about. All right. We're going to May 3rd. There was a subway overpass carrying train that collapsed in Mexico City and killed at least 24.
Oh my God.
Sorry, guys. This is kind of sad. On the 4th, the Mexico president, Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador, he apologized to Mayan people for abuses against them for centuries. So they're finally apologizing to the Mayans. On the 5th, Canada was the first country to authorize the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine for 12 to 15-year-olds. So then more kids could have it. Or teenagers, I guess. Preteens. On the 7th, former police officer and suspected serial killer Hugo Ernesto Osorio Chavez was arrested in El Salvador after 15 to 40 bodies found at his house.
What? Why did I not know this?
I know, right?
I freaking listen to true crime all the time.
I'm kind of confused. 15 to 40.
They could have found parts.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But anyway, I want to know more about that one.
Yeah.
On the 8th, there were bombings outside of a school in Afghanistan that killed at least 50 people. Most of them were teenage girls.
Oh my God.
On the 8th, Elon Musk hosted SNL.
I watched that.
I watched that too.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it would
be. I know. I was just kind of like, this is weird. On the 10th, the U.S. authorized the Pfizer for 12 to 15-year-olds. They could finally get vaccinated. On the 19th, New York City finally begins opening, and this was again in May. So they were closed from March 2020 to May 2021, and then they, like, still didn't have everything open.
Honestly, there's so many freaking people there.
Yeah. So they were closed for 423 days.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm. On the 19th, the world's largest iceberg calves off in Antarctica. It's exciting.
It's probably why we're not getting any snow.
Right? Probably. On the 22nd, I had to write this down because did you watch Eurovision? The movie?
Eurovision?
Yeah. Oh, with Will Ferrell?
Oh, no, I've heard of it, though.
You gotta watch it. It's so good. But I got the winner of this year. So on the 22nd, the Eurovision Song Contest was won by an Italian metal band.
What?
Called a Måneskin.
What?
So congratulations to them.
What?
Italian metal band. I just love that. On the 26th, there was a blood moon, and this was the first total lunar eclipse for 2 years, and it was visible across the Pacific.
I always miss that stuff.
I'm on top of that stuff. I love it.
If it's at like 3 a.m., I'm going to be asleep.
I remember seeing it. I think we woke up. My roommate and I, like, woke up to go look at it. Yeah. On the 27th was the Friends reunion. 17 years after the sitcom ended. Exciting stuff right there.
Jennifer Aniston cried a lot.
I didn't watch it, so I have no idea. I didn't even watch the show, so. On the 28th, there is a discovery of a mass grave with remains of 215 children. So this is when they started realizing that they were buried under some schools. Do you remember when all that was going on?
What?
You didn't hear about anyone?
No!
Oh, okay. This was the first one that happened, so they found, like, remains of children under schools.
What? You're kidding.
This was, like, all over the news.
What? When? like, so children are being buried under school. Is there some teacher serial killer that was, like, why are these children being buried under schools?
You gotta look it up.
I'm gonna have to, because that is wild.
Oh, yes, this was huge, too. On May 31st, Naomi Osaka pulled out of the French Open because of her mental health. And everyone was kind of freaking out about that. It happens later on in the year, too. The top movie, I like this one a lot. The top movie of May was A Quiet Place Part 2.
I still haven't watched it.
It was pretty good. Pretty good. All right. You ready to hit summer?
Okay.
Summer! All right, here we go. June 3rd. NASA announced 2 new missions to study Venus in 2028 and 2030.
That is very dangerous.
Yes, they are going to hit Venus.
Ow.
NASA's getting a little bored. Just kidding. Oh, jeez. On the 8th, the South Ocean is now officially the world's 5th ocean.
South?
Yeah, the Southern Ocean.
There's no name? It's just called South?
The Southern Ocean. Have you heard of it?
No.
So here's the thing. I never learned about it in school. So I didn't know about it till college. I was in a geography class and they taught us the oceans. And they said the Southern Ocean. I was like, what? It wasn't officially an ocean until this year.
What?
But when I teach, we do a jingle. Yeah. For my 5th grade class, we say, don't forget the Southern Ocean. So, like, they know about it. But, like, we were never taught the Southern Ocean. Fun fact.
Where is it?
In the South. I don't know. Let me look it up.
You're gonna look it up. Because you have
I'll show you.
The Pacific, the Atlantic, the Indian,
So it's... Oh, that's why. It's right next to Antarctica.
Oh.
Yeah, that's where it was.
Why is it different?
So it's just another name for the Atlantic Ocean, or Antarctic Ocean.
Are you kidding me?
That's what it says. Southern Ocean, also called Antarctic Ocean.
That's stupid. So the Antarctic Ocean wasn't really an ocean until this year?
I guess, yeah.
What kind of bullshit is that?
I don't freaking know, guys. I don't know. But we teach Antarctic Ocean and Southern Ocean. So now I'm kind of confused. All right, I don't know.
Wow.
We've been lying to children.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. On the 10th, El Chapo, the drug lord, his wife pleads guilty to helping him run his criminal operations and helping him escape prison in 2015.
I do remember that.
Yes. On the 11th, A U.S. man survived being swallowed by a humpback whale in Massachusetts.
I heard about that too.
Yeah,
that's freaking I forgot that wild.
Happened. On the 17th, Biden signs Juneteenth as a national holiday, which is June 19th. Yeah. Yep. On the 21st, there was the first transgender athlete to be selected for the Olympics, Laurel Hubbard, and they're a weightlifter. Huh. On the 23rd, Britney Spears comes out and talks about her court-ordered I can never say the word. Conservatorship. Wow. Sorry. Anyway, so she basically came out and just announced she's never really been able to live her own life. I don't know if you know this, but her voice, like her singing voice, we all know her for, it's not her real voice. No. Because he wanted to change everything about her, and so we know her dad was pretty crazy, taking over her life.
Pretty much.
So she spoke out. Queen. All right. On the 29th, there was the hottest temperature ever recorded in Canada. 121.3 degrees Fahrenheit. Where? I did Fahrenheit because I understand that more. I'm sorry. I don't know.
That's really hot.
Mm-hmm. They hit the record like a week before that, and then they hit this record a week after.
Good Lord.
Yeah. If you guys remember, last summer was very hot. Mm-hmm. So, on the 30th, the Pennsylvania Supreme Court overturns Bill Cosby's sexual assault conviction. Bill Cosby's back in the picture. On the 30th, there was extreme heat in British Columbia that killed at least 100.
What?
Mm-hmm. I don't know about that.
No.
But again, it was a very hot summer for like the whole world.
Yeah.
Pop culture. The Kardashians show ended. Finally. But then they were like, we're going to come back, so.
We're just going to be on Hulu now.
Yeah. I was like, okay. The top movie was Fast and Furious 9.
Really?
I never watched it.
I've only really watched Tokyo Drift all the way through, and I had to for auto class.
I watched the one after, Paul Walker? Mm-hmm. I watched the one after Paul Walker died.
In real life.
Yeah, and then I watched the one before that, too.
Yeah.
Those were, like, the only... Oh, I saw the first one.
There's a lot.
I don't know what numbers those were. 5, maybe? I don't know.
Who knows?
But anyway, people love them. All right. Going into July. I love this. July 7th, the world's largest sandcastle in Denmark was built.
Hell yeah.
69 feet, guys.
Holy crap.
I know. And on the 7th, the president of Haiti was assassinated in his home.
I heard about that.
I never did. It's crazy. On the 7th was the Stanley Cup. The Tampa Bay Lightning beat the Montreal Canadiens.
Ooh.
I know.
How did Florida people beat Canadians?
I wondered the same thing. All right. On the 12th, there were 92 people that died in a fire in a COVID hospital ward. In Iraqi city of Nasiriyah.
Jeez.
Yeah. On the 20th were the NBA finals. See, guys, I came in with the sports. The Bucks beat the Suns 105-98. I remember that. We were upset the Suns.
Yeah, Basil was so upset.
Yep.
Because didn't we go watch that game, or one of them?
Yeah, Red Robin, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. On the 23rd, the Olympic Games officially opened in Tokyo, Japan.
Dude, there was no one there. They made no money.
Yep.
They lost insane. A lot of money.
Yeah. On the 27th was when gymnast Simone Biles withdrew to focus on her mental health.
I remember that.
Everyone was freaking out, and I'm like, just let her do what she needs to do.
Like, she's already been in a lot.
Right.
She's
let her
done
do what
a lot.
She needs to do. All right. Pop culture. Jeff Bezos coming back. Oh, and God. Richard Branson. They were in a race to see who could rocket into space first. Rich people problems.
Honestly.
Branson won on July 11th, and Bezos took off July 20th. Mine was being like, let's just go to space. Why not?
I only remember Bezos. I don't know who this other guy is. I don't know him either.
The top movie of July was Black Widow, which I still have not seen.
I haven't either, but I feel like I need to watch it since I just finished the Hawkeye.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm still finishing that, so.
It's so good.
All right. August! By August 2nd, 70% of Americans have had at least one dose of a vaccine, which was the goal that I think Biden put for by July, so we were a little behind on that. On the 3rd, Hawaii's largest wildfire was finally under control after burning 40,000 acres.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm. On the 4th, Rihanna was named the world's wealthiest musician, which I did not realize. Like, what?
Everybody loves her music.
Yeah. 1.7 billion.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. On the 10th, the governor of New York, Andrew Cuomo, I think, resigned amid sexual harassment scandal. Jesus. I'm pretty sure a woman took his place. Pretty sure. On the 10th, the creator of I Am Legend, I don't know if you remember this, but everyone was freaking out because they thought I Am Legend predicted COVID.
What?
And so they thought that they were going to turn into zombies.
What?
Do you remember hearing about this?
No.
So the creator of I Am Legend had to explain to people that that movie's fake and that COVID will not turn people into zombies.
Why are people so stupid?
I don't know. I thought that was so funny that they had to, like, hold a press conference to explain that.
I have lost faith in humanity
It's
sometimes.
so funny.
Like, Jesus.
On the 16th was when all of this was going on. So Biden stood behind his decision to withdraw U.S. troops from Afghanistan.
Oh, yeah.
All of that was going on. That was going on from, like, I think January to July. Like, it was going on for a while.
James literally left 2 weeks before, like, all that shit went down. Yeah, I was just like, it's so good that you left when you did, because who knows what would have happened, because he told me that, because the Taliban loved to show videos, that, one of the videos that they, like, posted online was of the base that he was staying at. What? So, yeah, I was just like,
that's
oh my
insane.
God. So, yeah, those last, like, couple weeks before he came home, I was freaking out because they were just worried. They were talking about it, and I was like, you better not fucking stay there. You've been gone for 6 months.
Yeah.
I was just like, no.
Oh, that's crazy.
So, like, how they handled it, not well. But I'm glad my man's home.
I know. Yay, I'm glad he made it in time.
Yeah.
That's insane.
But, yeah, that was crazy what was going on.
On the 23rd, we'll lighten things up a bit.
Yeah.
There was a video evidence of a tortoise eating a bird, and this proved that they are not herbivores. Exciting.
A lot of times it could be because they're desperate.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. He's probably just really hungry.
Yeah, and they just don't know that.
On the 24th, there were the 16th Paralympic Games that opened in Tokyo, Japan.
Heck yeah!
Woo. On the 29th, Hurricane Ida makes landfall as a Category 4 storm in Louisiana.
Jeez.
Oh, pop culture. Zendaya and Tom Holland are dating? ?
Oh my God.
They still are freaking out about that. And then the top movie was Jungle Cruise.
That movie was fantastic.
It was good. I actually watched it like 2 days ago.
It's good. It's really good.
All right. September. All right. On the 1st, there's a Texas law banning most abortions after 6 weeks that came into effect. That's all I'll say on that one. So, September 1st was also the EF3 tornado that traveled 12.5 miles through Gloucester County, New Jersey.
Gloucester.
I don't know. Gloucester. On the 7th, El Salvador becomes the first country to adopt Bitcoin as a legal tender.
Weird.
Yeah. On the 8th, a large statue of Confederate General Robert E. Lee was removed from Richmond, Virginia.
I remember that.
Yep. On the 9th, summer 2021 was announced as the hottest summer on record, overtaking the record during the Dust Bowl.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't know that. It's crazy.
Dang.
The VMAs were September 12th. Lil Nas X, Justin Bieber, and Olivia Rodrigo won. On the 14th, the lowest level of people living in poverty in America happened on this day since 1967.
That's interesting.
Yeah. On the 17th, Squid Games premiered.
Oh.
And everyone loved it.
That was huge.
Yes. On the 19th, the 73rd Emmy Awards. So the winners of those were The Crown, Ted Lasso, and Mayor of Easttown.
Huh.
Ted Lasso, I watched that show. It's pretty good. I haven't watched The Crown.
Erica said it's pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard good things.
I'm like 2 episodes in.
Yeah, I think I watched the first one. On the 19th was the body of Gabby Petito found in Wyoming. Yep. The 20th, Pfizer announced that they would develop a vaccine that they already developed a vaccine for 5 to 11-year-olds. On the 26th, Switzerland voted to legalize same-sex marriage. On the 26th were the 74th Tony Awards. Woo! These are the only awards I care about. Broadway. So...
I'm still stuck back in Switzerland. It took them that long?
I was like, where are you making that face? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep. But yeah, the Tony Awards were on the 26th, and Moulin Rouge won Best Musical.
Classic.
Yes. Hadestown won a bunch of things, too. All right, on the 27th, Bridgerton becomes the most watched series ever.
I love that show.
Yeah, that was a good one. On the 27th, R. Kelly... was convicted on 9 counts of racketeering and sex trafficking.
People are like, are you surprised?
Yep. On the 29th, Britney Spears' father was suspended as her conservator. Pop culture. TikTok passed 1 billion monthly users.
Damn.
Most popular app. Yeah.
Still don't have it.
The top movie of September was Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
I still need to watch that.
You haven't watched it?
No!
Bro, it's so good.
I'm waiting for it to go on Disney+.
It's getting there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. A+, solid. 10 out of 10. All right. October!
Woo! Halloween.
October 3rd. You asked me what day it was. Okay. Wow. October 3rd was the record rainfall in Europe. 36 inches.
Dang.
Yeah. On the 5th, Russia I cannot talk. This is why I'm not a news anchor. All right. Russia sent actors and directors to International Space Station to make the first film in orbit.
Huh.
Yeah, so that's what's going on in Russia. On the 13th, the oldest person in space was in space. William Shatner. He's an actor.
Oh, yeah. He was in Star Trek.
Yeah. On the 17th, Broadway reopened since March 2020. Now they're closing again.
Are they?
Yeah. Slowly.
Oh, yeah.
Because their cases are really bad, so.
Well, it's New York. What'd you expect?
They were open for 2 months and then had to close. Some shows are still going. It just depends on the theater, so.
Yeah.
But yeah. On the 21st, actor Alec Baldwin fires prop gun that killed the cinematographer on set of the movie Rust.
I remember that.
That's crazy that happened. Poor guy. On the 22nd, Melbourne, Australia becomes the world's most locked down city. Because that was their 6th lockdown after a total of 260 days.
Dang.
On the 24th, Tom Brady becomes the first quarterback in the NFC to record 600 touchdown pulses. I don't know. All right, on the 28th, Mark Zuckerberg, he is the founder of Facebook. He announced that Facebook will change its name to Meta.
That's stupid.
So dumb. It was something about, like, hackers or something. I don't remember why. It was hacking, I think, was the main reason.
What?
Okay. 28th was the largest ever drug bust in Asia. There were 55 million meth tablets found.
Holy shit.
Yeah. The top movie of October was Venom.
I still need to watch it.
Oh, Venom. Okay. I liked Venom 2 more than the first one.
Really?
I loved that one.
I was really hoping it was on HBO Max because that's what it was put on first, but then I didn't watch it in enough time, so I'm hoping they put it back on soon.
Hopefully. You haven't seen Spider-Man yet.
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Yay!
We gotta talk about it.
Wasn't it amazing? Okay, I'll talk about it later. Because I don't want to ruin anything.
No, spoilers.
If you haven't seen it yet, you need to see it. All right. November! Yeah, okay. November 2nd was the Baseball World Series. Atlanta Braves won against the Houston Astros.
Ooh. That was an interesting mix.
Yeah. On the 5th was the Travis Scott concert. 8 people were crushed to death and 13 were hospitalized in a crowd surge at the Astro World Festival in Houston, Texas.
Dude, that was awful.
Insane. On the 9th, I don't know why I wrote this one down. Paul Rudd was named the sexiest man alive.
Hell yeah, he looks great for his age.
Yeah, he's doing awesome. Oh, the 12th. Oh, I remember this date. ABBA's first album in 40 years came out, and it topped the UK album chart. Woo, we got ABBA.
Hell yeah.
On the 18th was the longest partial lunar eclipse since 1440. And it lasted 3 hours, 28 minutes, and 23 seconds.
There's an eclipse?
I don't remember this happening, but it did.
Oh, God.
On the 19th, the U.S. jury clears 18-year-old Kyle Rittenhouse of murder for fatally shooting 2 people and injuring a third during racial protests in Wisconsin. So... that happened.
I'm not going to talk about it.
Yeah, let's just move on. The 19th, Austria becomes the first country to make the vaccine mandatory.
Okay.
Austria. Okay. On the 25th, India has more girls than boys for the first time ever.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yep. First time that's ever happened. On the 26th, we found out about the COVID variant Omicron. Omicron? And it is a variant of concern. In pop culture, Spears conservative. Conservator. You guys know what I'm trying to say. Her conservatorship ends. Adele released the album 30. I love Adele.
I like that song. Oh my god.
Yes, I love her. And then Taylor Swift released Red/Taylor's version.
Dude, she's doing the damn thing.
Yeah, and released a 10-minute song. I don't have the attention span to listen to it all. I tried.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah. The top movie was Eternals.
Really? Well, I think that was the only movie that came out that month.
There wasn't much.
No.
Alright, December. On December 4th, Mount Semeru erupted in Java Island, Indonesia, killing 14, injuring 56.
Jeez.
On December 5th, the first known hippo tests positive for COVID in Belgium.
Huh.
On the 7th, Chile became the 31st nation to legalize same-sex marriage.
Wow!
Yeah. On the 8th, Olaf Scholz was sworn as the new Chancellor of Germany. I had to put something in for... On the 10th, tornadoes were striking Arkansas, Missouri, Tennessee, and Kentucky, destroying towns.
Shit was wild.
Yep, and left 70 dead.
Mm-hmm.
On the 13th, Elon Musk was named Person of the Year.
Just Person of the Year?
Yeah, apparently that's a thing.
They'll give awards to anybody.
Right. On the 16th, the super typhoon Ray strikes the Philippines, killing around 400. And then after that, there was nothing because that was a week ago, 2 weeks ago. So I'm trying to think if anything else has happened. I mean, there's fires. Probably more tornadoes going on.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. But the top movie of December was Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah, it's already made over $1 billion.
It's a top movie of the year. Yeah.
Hell yeah. That movie, I think for the next few weeks, it might top Endgame.
Yeah, I think so.
It's in the running there. Yeah, it's going to make a lot of movies because people are going to see it twice, 3 times, 4 times. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's making a lot of money already, and it's been out for 2 weeks? Mm-hmm. And it's already past $1 billion. Holy shit.
Yeah, so you need to watch it.
Yeah.
So that was 2021, the year of mittens. Vaccines and same-sex marriage.
A lot of death.
And a lot of death.
That's not even freaking COVID related.
I know. There's natural disasters.
So many natural disasters that you don't really think of until, you start looking. I didn't know about the typhoon. Mm-hmm. That shit is wild.
And that just happened.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah, and it's not even in the news. Mm-hmm. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
And then I'm surprised there's also, There was also, too, I can't remember, during a Christmas parade, was it a Thanksgiving parade or a Christmas parade, that dude ran his car through the parade in, like, Minnesota or something. Michigan. Yeah, and it killed, like, quite a bit. He killed quite a bit of people.
Oh, dang.
I think. I don't know what his name is or whatnot. I just remember hearing about it, and I was like, what the fuck?
Wild year.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then I definitely think every year it's just getting crazier with just, like, I feel like this year, though, was kind of mellow with, like, school shootings, but I don't know, because they never talk about it.
Yeah, like, they happen all the time, but there wasn't any, like, big ones this year, I guess.
I mean, the one a few weeks ago, the kid killed a few students, and then there's, like, a manhunt for his parents.
Yeah, that one was pretty rough.
Yeah, so this is probably the most true crime that we've gotten.
And most, like, recent history.
Yeah, it's crazy, but...
So if there's any of those things you want to know more info about, let us know.
Yeah, there's... I don't know. There was some that I was like, what the fuck? The children under the school I want to know more about. What the fuck is that?
I don't know how you didn't hear about it.
I don't...
It was multiple schools.
Multiple? Like, are they
I don't remember where they were.
Are they just building schools on top of cemeteries of dead children? Like, don't you check that before? Don't you gotta check the foundation? Are you looking at
I just want to remember where it was. Yeah, I think there was one in Canada.
What?
So it was Indigenous children.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No.
And yeah, the biggest one was in Canada.
Oh my god.
Which is the one that I mentioned, the one in July.
Oh.
So.
What the fuck is going on?
So there were unmarked graves.
Oh.
That held the bodies of 160 Indigenous children.
Oh my god.
British Columbia, Canada.
They're probably gonna do, like, autopsies to see, like, if they could get any records of how old.
Yeah.
I don't even know if you can do that. With bones and, like, dental.
Yeah.
Can you determine how old?
Well, so the boarding school was operated in between 1863 and 1998.
Oh my god.
Which is a very, like, big amount of time.
Yeah.
So, but there's more than 130 residential schools that were funded by the Canadian government.
Oh
and they were operated by Christian churches.
Oh my god.
So they separated Indigenous children from their families and isolated them from their communities and cultures.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So.
That's fucked up.
Yep. All right.
Protect the Indigenous.
Yeah. Anyway.
Thank you for tuning in this week.
Thanks for bearing with us with all the sounds.
Yes.
We had
finally stopped.
We had a lot of sounds going on today.
So stupid.
It's fine.
Yeah, that was a freaking 2021 wrapped up in a pretty bow.
Yep. Now we can move on.
Literally is Pandora's box. Not open it.
Yeah.
Again.
Stay away from it.
Yeah, so where can you find us, Kylie?
You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at History of the Podcast. You can also send us an email at historyofthepodcast@gmail.com. Send us your ideas, your stories, your comments.
If you know more about these children, let me know. I kind of want to do a little
research
into that.
There's a lot that goes into it, so yeah, we could.
I don't know why I'm so stuck on them. But yes, Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you guys next week for a very interesting story that Kylie doesn't know.
Yeah, I'm excited. We're going to record it in like 10 seconds.
Yay!
So. All right, guys. Happy New Year. I hope that 2022 is off to a good start for you.
Don't promise anything you can't keep.
You looked at me like I said the year wrong. I was like, did I say it? All right.
All right.
Goodbye, guys.
Bye.